Good morning. Welcome to Current Affairs. Let's go ahead. Today, first, I would like to discuss with you with respect to Ramon Magsaysay Award. So, what exactly is this? And who is this Ramon Magsaysay? So, he was the president. He was the former president for Philippines, and unfortunately, he died in an air crash in the year 1957. And he was supposed to complete his term in the month of December, but unfortunately, the unfortunate incident took place in March 1957, and he died. And immediately in the same year, on the name in the honor of this great person, this Raman Magsaysay Award has been established. Basically, this award was given in 5 fields. Later, the number has been increased to 6 fields. Now, in 6 different fields, Raman Magsaysay Award is being given. And this is considered to be one of the very, very important and prestigious awards in Asia. In Asia, right? So, and every year they are announcing these awards. Every year, almost every year, at least one Indian is there. Almost every year, I'm telling you, not exactly every year. And this year also, two Indians are there. I would like to share that information with you. But before that, let me tell you, this prestigious award, Raman Magsaysay Award, with respect to India, the first Indian to receive this award was Acharya Vinobha Bhave. You must have heard about this great person. He was considered to be one of the very, this close disciples for Mahatma Gandhi also. And he was the person who is very much associated with the Bhudan movement, and he was the person who launched it, right? And and uh, and and with respect to Acharya Vinoba Bhave, one common question is appearing in various examination. One common question, that common question is that you must be knowing regarding satyagraha. Whenever we speak, whenever we use the word satyagraha, the first person and the only person who comes to our mind is Mahatma Gandhi, our Bapuji, right? Father of the nation. But there is another term that is called individual satyagraha. Clear? Kindly remember, this is a very, very important one. And Acharya Vinoba Bhave was the first person to launch individual satyagraha. It happened in the year 1940. In fact, during that time, Mahatma Gandhi gave permission to two people to launch individual satyagraha. One person was Acharya Vinoba Bhave, and the second person was Jawaharlal Nehru. These two people were given the permission, but kindly remember, the first person to launch individual satyagraha was Acharya Vinoba Bhave. So we are trying to remember him on this occasion because we are talking about the Raman Magsaysay Awards, and Acharya Vinoba Bhave was the first Indian to receive the Raman Magsaysay Award. Clear? With respect to examination, I told you already, who was the first person to launch individual satyagraha? Answer should be Vinoba Bhave. Right? Number two, another possible question in the examination is that since Jawaharlal Nehru is also a very, very important person, even with respect to individual satyagraha, Jawaharlal Nehru may also be a question. How? Who was the second person to launch individual satyagraha? Second person means you have to go for Jawaharlal Nehru. First person, Acharya Vinoba Bhave. Am I clear? So let's come back to this current status of Raman Magsaysay Awards. This year also, so they have been announced, and this time, so we have two Indians in the list. One is Bezawada Wilson, and second one is T.M. Krishna. I'll show you the names, and these are the people so really increased the status and prestige of India again. And when it comes to this, this Mr. Krishna, he is from Tamil Nadu, and he's a this Carnatic singer. Carnatic music is a music, right? And that music is considered to be one of the very, very old musics in India. and this person is from the so-called Chennai, that is TM Krishna. And when it comes to Bezawada Wilson, and he is from Karnataka. He is from Karnataka, and he is the national convener of the Safai Karmachari Andolan. See, here I am talking about the so-called the scavengers. And when it comes to India, so one of the pathetic things that are happening in India is that the so-called this Safai Karmacharis, so they are asked to clean the so-called the laboratories, the latrines, in fact. And this is considered to be absolutely inhumane. And over a period of time, after the awareness has been created, the groups have been started and they have protested against doing all these things. Government also passed certain laws for prohibiting these activities. Clear, but at the same time, what will happen? By law, you are protecting them and not permitting them to performing any such activities because they are considered to be inhuman. But how do you provide the alternatives? You have to provide them some work. Again, who should provide the work? Again, the work has to be provided by the government itself. But unfortunately, what happened? The things are still continuing in India. And Bezawada Wilson, so he was the person, so he is the convener for Safai Karmachari Andolan, and he is fighting against all types, all these types of the social evils. And he has been recognized for this, and he has been awarded with the Ramon Magsaysay Award. I have some more information with me. I will show you the document, and I want you to have a very close look at the document. Look at this. Bezawada Wilson, TM Krishna. Mr. Krishna will receive the award for social inclusiveness in culture, and Wilson was named as an awardee for asserting the inalienable right to a life of human dignity. Clear, what is this human dignity? We have understood during our Indian polity classes. This is one of the very, very, very important aspects of the Indian constitution, right? Just a minute. Now, look at the screen, please. Sorry. Look at this. Bezawada Wilson is a renowned campaigner against manual scavenging. And when it comes to Mr. T.M. Krishna, he is a Carnatic singer and he is from Chennai. And Bezawada Wilson is the national convener of the Safai Karmachari Andolan. Look at this. What is manual scavenging? Manual scavenging is blight on humanity in India, consigned by structural inequality to the Dalits, India's untouchables. Manual scavenging is the work of removing by hand human excrement from dry latrines and carrying on the head the baskets of excrement to designated disposal sites. How inhuman it is it not? So this is nothing but the structural inequality to Dalits. Clear? And how do they remove with the hands? They are removing it, and they're carrying the same in the baskets over their heads. So this is considered to be absolutely inhumane. Look at this. It's a hereditary occupation. Manual scavenging involves 1,80,000 Dalit households cleaning 7,90,000 public and private dry latrines across India. While the Constitution and other laws prohibit dry latrines and the employment of manual scavengers, these have not been strictly enforced since the government itself is a biggest violator. Very, 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 very important. Clear? This is said by the citation. Very, very important one. The government itself is considered to be the biggest violator of all these. Look at this. Right? And when it comes to Mr. Krishna, under the category of the emergent leadership, Mr. Krishna was chosen for the award for bringing social inclusiveness in culture. Krishna was born into a Brahmin family in Chennai and was trained right from the tender age of 6 in the refined Carnatic music. Clear? And see here, for the purpose of the examination, I want you to remember the names. Clear? Whatever happened last year, whoever have received, so just leave it now. So for any forthcoming examination, you have to remember these two names, right? One is T.M. Krishna, associated with the Carnatic music, and the second one is Bezawada Bilson, and he's the person who is fighting against the social evils, right? Now, so I would like to bring in another concept for you. This I think I'll show you one question to you. You know the answer for this, right? I think it's better. Let me show you the question, and I'm very sure every one of you who is present with me, you know the answer for this. Okay, I'll just show it to you. Look at this. Who decides whether a bill is money bill or not? Who decides whether a bill is money bill or not? You know what is a bill, you know what is a money bill, and you know all the types of bills that are present. But here the question is that there should be someone who should decide whether a bill is money bill or not. Clear? And we already understood. We already understood that during our Indian constitution classes that every money bill must be introduced first only in the Lok Sabha. And it should be discussed, it should be voted only in the Lok Sabha, then only it will be shifted to the Rajya Sabha. So am I clear? So right, you must be knowing this. But before introduction, that is the reason why Constitution made it very, very clear that money bills shall not be introduced in the Rajya Sabha first. Meaning you must introduce that only in the Lok Sabha, that too with the prior permission of the President of India. But how do you decide, first of all? Clear whether a bill is money bill or not. What is a money bill? You know the contents. If something is related to income or expenditure of the government, that will be categorized as a money bill. But who should decide this? Constitution has vested this authority in the hands of the speaker. Whenever I use the word speaker, speaker is a person who is present in the Lok Sabha, and the speaker is the presiding officer in the Lok Sabha. Since Lok Sabha is the house of people's representatives, almost all the members except two, they are elected by the people of the country. That is the reason why it is called House of People's Representatives, and the chairperson or the presiding officer of the Lok Sabha has been given the permission to decide whether a bill is a money bill or not. And in this case, the decision of the speaker shall be final. Am I clear? So now why I am talking to you this? Because this is always a problem in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Sometimes certain bills will be introduced in the Rajya Sabha, considering that as the ordinary bill. But later what will happen? The chairman of the Rajya Sabha or the presiding officer in the Rajya Sabha will raise a doubt that whether this particular bill is coming under the category of the money bill or not. Or the same doubt can be expressed by any member in the Rajya Sabha. At the time of introduction, you are introducing, fine. But at the time of discussion, you will come to know some members may express their doubt whether this will be an ordinary bill or it should be a money bill. During that time, what will happen? Depending on the request made by the members and also request made by the government, then the chairman of the Rajya Sabha makes it very, very clear. It has to be sent to the speaker, because the speaker has to decide whether it is a money bill or not. If the speaker says that it is money bill, then the proceedings in the Rajya Sabha will be stopped and the bill will be introduced in the Lok Sabha and the remaining process will take place. But if the speaker sees that it is not a money bill, then the procedure, whatever is happening in the Rajya Sabha, that will continue. Am I clear? Even today, even after the commencement of the constitution of so many years, even today, these type of problems are still persisting in India. Am I clear? Meaning there is no clear cut clarity on this. For example, see here, why I am talking to you this? Because there is an example when the 29th state in India was created, Telangana was created, a bill was introduced in the parliament, and according to the procedures that are mentioned in the constitution, finally 29th state in India, Telangana was created. So during that time, the promise made by then government and also a provision that is mentioned in the bifurcation bill, bifurcation act is that special status will be provided to Andhra Pradesh. Special status will be provided to Andhra Pradesh. But later, what happened? Elections have been taken place, and the new government has come into the picture. And whatever the government today that is present in Andhra Pradesh is also a part of government in the central level. But still, what happens? You need to go by the rules and regulations. Whether Andhra Pradesh can be really provided with the special status or not. So this is what is happening for the last 2 years. So many agitations are being taking place even in Andhra Pradesh. But finally, what should be done? A person who belongs to Congress party from Andhra Pradesh in Rajya Sabha, he wanted to introduce a private member bill. And you know what is the meaning of a private member bill? Is that okay? So meaning any person other than minister, if he introduces a bill, that is called a private member bill. And that person has introduced the private bill and requesting the Rajya Sabha to pass it so that later it will go to Lok Sabha, then it will be passed. If it is passed, it will go to the president, and that will pave the way for providing special status to Andhra Pradesh. Clear, this is the basic idea. And the bill has been introduced and the discussions are going on. Later, some members have raised the objections. This particular bill has to come under the money bill category, not ordinary bill. Then the deputy chairman who was present in the position of the chairman, so he said that, so if it comes under the category of the money bill, then it has to be sent to the Lok Sabha. But the members in the Rajya Sabha, some members in the Rajya Sabha who are supporting this bill are arguing that if it is money bill, why did you accept for the presentation? So meaning so many ifs and buts will be there. And yesterday, the Finance Minister of India also categorically mentioned that this bill comes under money bill and it has to be introduced only in the Lok Sabha. Clear, final decision has to be taken place. Am I clear? So during that time, what will happen? These issues will appear in the news and that may become part of our questions with respect to the current affairs. That's the reason why I want all of you, when you are reading the newspaper, also read with caution, read patiently, right? So that whatever you have learnt from various subjects, that you will be understanding practically. Am I clear? Yes. Now, so the answer should be President, Chairman of Rajya Sabha, Finance Minister, or the Speaker, and answer is Speaker, as you know this, right? Now, we know a right to education. Today, under the Constitution of India, right to education is a fundamental right. Otherwise, government was providing education to the children. A child is a person who is between 6 and 14. Clear, this is happening. But in order to this make it a fundamental right, so that what will happen, it becomes a compulsion on the part of the government to provide education to the children. Fine. And if a child is not getting the free and compulsory education, he can challenge the government in the court. So now the judiciary comes into the picture because it is considered to be the violation of a fundamental right of the children. Clear? Hope you are following this one. And this is what is happening in India since the year 2010. But for quite long period of time in India, there was also a demand that a right to health should also be made a fundamental right. Today, right to health is not a fundamental right. If it is a fundamental right, the protection will be coming from the so-called the constitution. Clear, but the new government, they are planning to make right to health a fundamental right. If it is really done, if it is really done, number one, that is going to give a great benefit to all the people in the country. That is number one. Number two, at the same time, that will also incur a great amount of expenditure on the part of the government. But irrespective of that, that must be provided. That is the need of the hour, because so many people in the country die because of the this non availability of the treatment at the required time. Clear. And very soon, let's hope that it is going to become a fundamental right. It's a good news. It's a good news for India, especially to the people who are this poor. And another important point I would like to tell you is that very recently I was referring, this, I was discussing with you an issue with respect to Armed Forces Special Power Act. During that time, hope you all remember that I was referring to a lady from Manipur, and her name is Iram Shanu Sharmila. She is considered to be Iron Lady of Manipur. I told you already, I think I have shown you her picture also, right? Fine. And since the year 2000, this she's under hunger strike. She is under fasting and she's not taking the food since that time. And obviously, what will happen? A person will die. That is the reason why she is being given food, liquid food, forcefully through the nostrils. Clear? So right, and that is being given, and it is this. It happened. It started in the year 2000 when a group of people were killed by Assam rifles in Manipur. And since that time, she is the person who is fighting for the rights of the people in Manipur, and she was demanding very severely and very vehemently for repealing Armed Forces Special Power Act from Manipur. But apart from certain discussions, no dramatic change has been taken place. And recently, she took a decision. Suddenly, she took a decision, and the decision is considered to be really a shocking decision. Really a shocking decision. And she has decided to give up her hunger strike. And she's going to strike on August 9th. And look at the beauty of these people. These are really committed people, absolutely committed people. And this hunger strike, she made it very very clear that she is not going to comb also. She is not going to comb till this AFSPA is repealed. And she also said that she is not going to meet her mother till AFSPA is not repealed. And she withstood with her promises. But in the year 2009, she had to meet her mother accidentally. So when she was there in the hospital, her mother was also admitted in the same hospital. So that it was an accidental meeting. But otherwise, here she always says that I am a follower of the Mahatma Gandhi. Clear, such a wonderful with this willpower. And entire India salute to that great lady. And finally, she has decided to stop hunger strike on August 9th. It is going to happen. And it seems that positively she is going to contest in the Manipur elections that are scheduled in the year 2017. I am talking about Manipur assembly elections, right? And she also expressed her intention that she is going to get married. Clear. But this is the latest development with respect to Iram Chanu Sharmila. Clear. Iron Lady of Manipur. Great person. Great. Right. Now did you hear these words like Ministry of Happiness? Ministry of Happiness. What do you mean by this? For the first time, a state in India has created Ministry of Happiness. And the chief minister of that state wants to see the people in the country, people in that state to be so happy. Clear? It's a very good thing. Otherwise, psychological pressures will be there, physical pressures will be there. People, they don't have the food, the shelter, basic amenities are not there. So now, under this particular ministry, in order to make them happy, so everything has to be provided to the people and see that the people should be always in a happy mood. Clear? And the chief minister of the concerned state also made it very, very clear. He is going to rope in so many psychologists. So many psychologists will also be coming into the picture. We have to wait and watch how far it is going to be successful. It should be a successful one, because the intention itself is a very, very good intention. For the first time it is happening in India. Of course, the ministry has already been launched. And the psychologists are going to tell the people how to be happy in all circumstances. Right? It's a really wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing that should be, this um, the credit will be going to the so-called the chief minister if it is going to be done. But the psychological and physical problems, this that are existing are really painful. It's very difficult for a person to be happy in every circumstance. But chief minister is aiming for that. Hopefully, it should be a successful one. So once it is a successful one, let's also hope that every state in the country so should be introducing similar type of provisions. Clear? And that state is Madhya Pradesh. That state is Madhya Pradesh. Clear? And now I'll show you that question. And the answer is Madhya Pradesh. I'm telling you now itself. And after that, I have two more points. I'll just share those points with you. And those points will also be imparted for the examination point of view. Okay, what are they? I'll show you now. But before that, I want you have a look at the Ram Sharmila. So I've seen. Look at this question. Which of the following is the first state in the country to launch Ministry of Happiness? One second. Yeah. Okay, Ministry of Happiness. Clear? Is it Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, or Madhya Pradesh? And the answer is Madhya Pradesh. Okay, right. Is it over? I'm going further. Please have a look at these 2 points. Bhutan is the only country in the world that measures its progress through gross happiness product. You might have heard the words like gross domestic product, gross national product, right? You might have heard this. But in Bhutan, it is measured in the form of the gross happiness product, GHP. Clear? In the examination, it may be a question, which is the only country in the world that measures its progress through gross happiness product? Answer is Bhutan. Okay, Bhutan is one of our neighbors. And look at this. UAE, United Arab Emirates, is the only country to have a proper Ministry of Happiness. And it was created in February 2016. Clear? When it comes to a country, UAE is the only country in the world. Clear? And when it comes to India, Madhya Pradesh is the only state in India which created the Ministry of Happiness. Am I clear? Right? Fine. So that's all for the day. And I wish you all a very, very best and have a wonderful day. So thank you so much for being with me this morning. Take very good care of yourself.